Good evening all, and welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. Tonight we are going for take two on this beer. Which one is it? It's this one. It is Unlimited Lager. And we're going for take two because take one wasn't particularly good, shall we say. And that was coming from me and the brewer. After my initial review last week, the brewery got in touch. A really nice guy called Johnny. He said, look, this is really not the kind of quality we expect from an unlimited beer. Something's clearly gone wrong. Potentially during the packing process, and it might not have been capped properly. So we potentially had a dodgy oxidised beer. So they've made up for that by sending me a replacement, and that's what we're going to review tonight. So take two, here we go. I don't need to tell you too much more about the beer because it's in the review for the first video, which will be linked to up there. We've now got 42 check-ins on the beer. It's got an average score of 2.9. Let's hope this one is better than the first one. So uncap it and pour, and we should be able to tell immediately because the last one was kind of brown and murky. This one is total opposite. It's clear, but the glass is not. Apologies for that. That's awful. Let's try and rectify that somehow. There we ish. Beer looks a lot better. You know, it's the right colour. The glass is shockingly bad. Wow, apologies. I'm ashamed of that. You know, so it's the beer has got a score here. The glass has got a negative score. So yeah, I laugh about that. It's really not. It's not a laughing matter. So the beer, it's more lager coloured this time. It's still got a little bit of haze to it. We have got a little bit of yeast floating through. Not in a big way. There's far less yeast than there are bubbles. Let's put it that way. The head, you know, we've got a head. It's white. It's not particularly tight or compact, but, you know, it's hanging around for an awful lot longer than the head did on the first beer. So it's the right colour, albeit my glass cleaning technique on this time is a major letdown. So, karma. There we go. Let's have a whiff. Smells a lot better as well. It smells clean, grassy, slightly hoppy. Let's just top that up because the pour was awful. That's my fault. There we are. Get closer to the beer to have a proper whiff. Yeah, clean, grassy, wheaty, yeasty, in a good way. Clean, fresh. There's something fruity there going on. I can't put my finger on it. It's like an unripened kind of stone fruit type thing. That's what I'm getting. Anyway, it looks a million times better, minus my bubbles, and smells like it's got flavour. What did it say to expect? Let me go back to that. Yeah. Honey and caramel rounded off with a subtly bitter finish with light citrus aroma. So yeah, light citrus. I get where they're coming from. That's a clean, fresh, zesty thing going on. Yeah, that's right. You know, and then subtle aromas. Sorry, subtle aromas. The aromas are citrus and the subtle honey and subtle bitter finish and caramel in there. Let's see if we get that. Cheers. Oh God, that's night and day. That's infinitely better, even with my bubbles. It's much more like a lager. I get the honey sweetness. I get a little bit of that caramel on the back end, and it's really quite subtle. It's a slight burnt caramel in a good way, and I like that because I love it's almost like that cinder toffee flavour. There's more body to it, there's more effervescence, it's well carbonated. It is the polar opposite of what I was drinking last week. And that subtle bitterness is there. It's very dry as well on the finish. I like a dry lager because it just kind of accentuates what it's all about. Gives it that kind of refreshing sort of sensation on the palate. And that subtle bitterness is kind of lingering there as well. It's a little bit grapefruity. Yeah, night and day. Much, much, much better experience. Clean, fresh, light, zesty. I do get that caramel. I do get that subtle bitter finish. The honey, it's there in the sweetness. Yeah, much, much better. I'm not going to drink all that because I need to have something to photograph for the thumbnail. So, Unlimited Lager, what do I think of you now? Let's consult the scoreboard of joy, shall we? So, the looks, much improved in terms of it actually looks like a lager. Yeah, still give it the 1. Aroma, much improved. You know, I do get those sort of slightly unripened stone fruits. I do get that light zesty sort of citrus aroma. I get other things as well, can't quite nail them. Of course it gets some points now. It's going to get, it's lagers are never going to get top score for me on the aroma really, but this is not far off, you know, so it's going to get 0.75 from me on that one. The body, it's more than last week. It's not as thin. It's got more about it. The mouthfeel is more exciting. You've got that carbonation that's clearly present now in abundance, and yeah, it gets some points there as well. Lagers are never heavy anyway, so it's very good for the start. It's going to get a 0.75 on that one. The taste though, that's really what counts, and this time I actually want to drink this. I keep going back because it is light and refreshing. It's got that subtle honey flavour and the sweetness, and it has got that burnt caramel on the finish. I like that a lot. It's the polar opposite here. It's going to get the full 1 mark on there, and on the finish as well. You know, it's got a finish. I enjoyed that burnt cinder toffee, that clean, dry kind of thing going on. I like it. It's much improved. It's the total opposite of last week. It's going to get a 1 on there as well, which by my reckoning is 4.5 out of 5. That's totally different to last week. So it just goes to show, for me, you know, I wouldn't have gone out and bought another one on the strength of the first one that I tried, but quality customer service, and props to Johnny from Unlimited for reaching out and making that kind of connection to say, look, this isn't what we expect from our beer. We apologise. Here's something to make it right. They've now got a customer out of me because, you know, those little things go a long way. I now feel inspired to try other beers of theirs. So yeah, Unlimited Lager. It's actually worth a try. If you've ever had a dodgy one, get another one. It's one I actually want to drink. Nice. So does it fit the brief? Yeah, it does now. You know, you've got those light citrus aromas. You have got that honey and the caramel and the slightly bitter finish. And yeah, I do love beer but hate the hangover. Absolutely. And this could well now be one of my go-to lagers. There you go. And it says at the top, it's alcohol-free craft beer with all the flavour of full-strength beer. It does. It has got oodles and doodles of flavour when it's sent right. And yeah, big difference. And it's only 23 calories, ladies and gents, which given the big fat burger that I munched earlier on tonight is a good thing. So yeah, for the dieters out there as well, 23 calories, can't knock it. So ladies and gents, boys and girls, we're at the point in the video where I'm in danger of waffling endlessly. So we're going to say that has been the beer. Down there are some buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got like, comment, dislike and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. Let me know in the comments section if you've tried the Unlimited Lager and what you think of it as well. So thank you again to Johnny from Unlimited for sending the replacements. I've been Nick, that's been the beer, and I will see you again soon for another video.